Part 3 of this lecture is focused on the many different types of job experiences that can be used to facilitate employee development, and some of the pros and cons of relying on each of them. For employees who want to stay in their current position and develop a new skill, job enlargement might be a good option. This process adds and expands the responsibilities associated with a job. Employees might be asked to participate in a special project or learn how to do their coworkers' jobs for when they're absent. It can temporarily motivate some employees, but it may not be challenging enough for other employees. Plus, additional responsibilities don't always mean additional pay, especially for salaried workers. Lateral moves are another option. A lateral move is a single horizontal move to a different job at the same level with the same responsibilities. The new job offers a whole new set of experiences, including stretch assignments. This option can help people better understand the business, and it can keep talented employees motivated. If some jobs can't provide stretch assignments and challenging work is important to the job incumbents, a lateral move might be the best option. However, some people, especially millennials, tend to perceive lateral moves as punishment or as something that can negatively impact their careers. The research, however, does not support these negative consequences. Employees who participate in at least one lateral move tend to be promoted more often than employees who don't. Job rotation is essentially multiple lateral moves. Some employees will want to move into jobs within the same functional area, while others will prefer to explore different areas, divisions, departments. This option can help maintain the motivation of employees who are easily bored. It can also increase motivation of most employees and help them develop both a breadth and a depth of skills, including a better understanding of how the business operates. However, there are plenty of limitations to go along with these benefits. One, because employees don't spend an extended period of time in each job, they typically develop more of a short-term orientation as opposed to a long-term orientation, and they don't often have time to complete stretch assignments. Plus, this option can increase employees' workloads, and it can be disruptive for everyone involved, including the people who are doing the rotating, as well as the colleagues that they leave behind. Those colleagues have to teach the new job incumbent everything that the previous job incumbent took with them. One type of lateral move is a transfer, which refers to a permanent reassignment to a different job in a different location or in a different area in the organization. This option often involves relocation, which, as you can imagine, can be challenging for many people. Anytime an organization asks employees to move across the country or long distances for a job, the company should provide and pay for relocation assistance. This option may be valuable to employees who want to move, who want to experience a drastic change in their work environment, or to highly ambitious employees who are willing to go above and beyond for the employer. Like other lateral moves, though, transfers are not always well received by employees or by other people. Even when an employee wants a transfer, it might not look good on their internal resume. Plus, transfers do not automatically mean an increase in pay. Most of us are familiar with promotions, which are vertical moves into different jobs with more responsibility, more authority. These jobs often provide plenty of stretch assignments along with higher pay and better benefits. Promotions can serve as a motivator, a reward for high performers, and as a development opportunity for people who are looking for more responsibility and for those who would like to have a greater influence on business decisions and business outcomes. Plus, promotions can help people develop a long term orientation and a depth of skills. The drawbacks of this option are that it may involve relocation, which can be good or bad depending on the person. And it often increases job stress by increasing the workload. For employees who want a temporary challenge with a predetermined end date, one of these temporary assignments might work for them. Job tryouts and project work are self explanatory. Employee exchanges allow organizations to exchange their employees. They typically work in similar positions, but they have the opportunity to work in a new work environment with new people. Sabbaticals allow people to take a break from their typical job responsibilities and focus on a new skill or a new project, sometimes completely unrelated to their typical work. Some professors, for example, take sabbaticals every few years to focus on their research. Voluntary assignments involve volunteer work. Employees develop a specific skill by giving back to their communities. We end this part of the lecture with an unexpected option: downward moves. One type, temporary cross-functional moves, are done for developmental purposes. They involve a shift to a job at a lower level of the organization with less responsibility and less authority. This option can be very beneficial for select groups of employees, those who are looking to change careers, those who are dealing with high amounts of job stress in their current position and who are interested in reducing that job stress, as well as employees who prefer their previous job. Some people get promoted only to find out that they actually liked their previous job more. One of the disadvantages of this option is the negative connotation surrounding downward moves. Many people perceive this option as punishment, even though it can be very beneficial for certain people. Future employers, for instance, might want to know why this downward move occurred. Their first assumption is probably going to be that it was punishment. It was a consequence for the employee's poor performance, when that may not be the case. As you can see, there are plenty of options for organizations when it comes to using mobility and job experiences to encourage employee development.